This is TOS Television, your digital first Pan-African news network. I'm Adesuwa Suyi, and this is Africa Now. Following the death of Chad's president of 3 decades, Idriss Deby, who died from wounds suffered during a visit to frontline troops, rebel group Front for Change and Concord, claiming responsibility for his death, have vowed to continue its fight for the N'Djamena, the capital city. The rebels, in a statement late Tuesday, said Chad is not a monarchy. They further stated that there can be no dynastic devolution of power in the country. The rebels are believed to have armed and trained in neighboring Libya before crossing into northern Chad on April 11. Their arrival came on the same day that Chad's president sought a 6th term in an election several top opposition candidates boycotted. SB Morgan Intel, an Africa-focused geopolitical research firm, in a report on Tuesday, have highlighted the impact of Chad's president Idriss Deby's death will have on Western Central Africa. Geographically, Chad is at the heart of a number of conflicts in Western Central Africa. To its west, Deby has been a key ally for Nigeria in its fight against Boko Haram. To its north, it acted as an effective buffer against Libya, whom Chad had fought several conflicts. Darfur in Sudan directly impacted his ethnic Zangawa people and the sectarian crisis that has pitched in the Central African Republic. For Nigeria, Deby's death is not good news, as the battle-hardened Chadian army has been the only effective check on Boko Haram. His passing has left a big gap in a neighboring country that is likely to have a profound impact on Nigeria's security. The report suggests that Nigeria either steps up in the region or ensures peace both within its borders, or the strip of relative stability in southern Nigeria will be engulfed by the collapse of near abroad. To do this, it must partner with France to ensure that the interim government does not uphold power for far longer than necessary. Still on the death of Idriss Deby, tributes and condolences have been poured in as world powers mourn the news of the passing of Chadian President Idriss Deby, and allies seen as critical in the fight against security threats in the Sahel region. The head of the African Union, Moussa Faki Mahamat, a former Chadian prime minister, called Deby a great statesman and recognized military leader. In an official statement, Niger's President Mohamed Bazoum hailed Deby's personal engagement in the fight against terrorism and for stabilizing the Sahel-Sahara region. Also, Senegal's President Macky Sall honored Deby's memory and contribution to stability in the Sahel. President Emmanuel Macron's office, in a statement, said France lost a brave friend and expressed its strong attachment to Chad's stability and territorial integrity. A White House spokesperson, in a statement, called for peaceful transition of power in accordance with the Chadian constitution. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu conveyed his condolences on Twitter, praising Deby's bold leadership and his historic decision to renew Chad's relationship with Israel. On security, Malian soldiers have allegedly killed at least 34 villagers, forcibly disappeared at least 16 people, and severely mistreated detainees during counter-terrorism operations in Mali's central Mopti region, Human Rights Watch said on Tuesday. The government of Mali has said it had opened investigations into incidents in the town of Libe and Kobo, but family members of victims say that the authorities had not contacted them, the rights groups disclosed. The rights group had asked Mali's military prosecutors to independently investigate the allegations and suspend officers implicated in serious abuses. They have also urged Mali's transitional government to conduct credible and impartial investigations into the incidents that were all committed since the transitional government took power in an August 18, 2020 coup. Still on Mali, according to a government source, the German government on Wednesday has approved plans to expand the country's military training mission in Mali. As part of the European Union's training mission, a total of up to 600 troops will be deployed in Mali, 150 troops more than the current mandate. The mission is also about to build a new training base in Sivare in central Mali. The cabinet also gave the green light for Germany's participation in the United Nations peacekeeping force in Mali will be extended by 1 year, upholding the current level of up to 1,100 troops. Both mandates still have to be approved by Parliament. This is your digital first Pan-African news network, TOS Television. You're watching Africa Now. More stories after the break. Do stay tuned. Still on matters of security, on Tuesday, the United Nations, European Union, Arab League and the African Union demanded all foreign forces and mercenaries to exit Libya immediately as the country tries to re-establish order and prepare for elections. In a statement released after a video conference was held by its leaders, the Libya Quartet also asked for the immediate and unconditional withdrawal of all foreign forces and mercenaries from Libya's territory. In the meeting, the Libya Quartet condemned the continued violation of the UN arms embargo and emphasized that all external military intervention in Libya is unacceptable. It also called for a sustained implementation of measures to fully identify and dismantle these groups. Massive protests were held in at least 7 towns in the Amhara region of Ethiopia, including Bahir Dar, the capital. The protesters were calling for an end to killings targeting the Amhara people after 2 towns were destroyed and thousands of people displaced in a series of ethnic fights. The attacks took place in the eastern parts of the region, where a majority of Amhara people live, alongside a minority of Oromo people. The regional government accused OLF Shein, but the rebel group denied the allegations. About 4 districts were targeted, and the commotion lasted for 5 days, starting on Wednesday. The attacks stopped on Monday after the military set up a command post in the area. The head of Egyptian Railway has been sacked. This is following the string of deadly train disasters 2 days after the latest accident that cost 11 lives. Ashraf Raslan is among 10 top executives to be dismissed or reshuffled. The Transport Ministry in a statement said the goal of the decisions is not merely about leadership changes, but are in line with the next stage, which demands a complete upgrade of the railway network. Prosecutors investigating the latest disaster on Sunday have now revised the number of those killed from 11 to 23 and have made a number of arrests. Although Malawi tobacco farming contributes to more than 60% of the country's earnings, President Lazarus Chakwera on Tuesday said the country should move away from growing tobacco because it sees no future in continuing to grow it. Chakwera made this known as the opening of tobacco selling season. He further said Malawi should switch to other cash crops like cannabis, which was legalized last year for industrial and medicinal use. Malawi's tobacco industry is dying largely because of low demand on the international market, due to ongoing global anti-smoking campaigns championed by the World Health Organization. For an exit strategy to transition to crops that are more sustainable and more profitable, Chakwera called on the Ministry of Agriculture to begin consultations with all stakeholders to come up with a time frame within which Malawi's economy will be completely weaned from tobacco. President Uhuru Kenyatta of Kenya arrived in Kinshasa on Monday for a 3-day state visit of the Democratic Republic of Congo at the invitation of President Felix Tshisekedi. Ambassador Masufu said Kenyatta's visit is aimed at cementing the bilateral ties between Kenya and the Democratic Republic of Congo through enhanced trade, security relations, and people-to-people interactions. Ambassador Masafu regretted that for a very long time, civil war in parts of the Republic of Congo had hindered trade between Kenya and Democratic Republic of Congo, noting that the return of political stability in 2014 had seen more Kenyan businesses set up shop in the country. Besides trading goods, Ambassador Masafu encouraged Kenyans to invest in DRC's emerging service sector. He identified aviation, insurance, hospitality, mining, and construction as some of the other sectors that present the highest potential for success, and encouraged Kenyan traders to take advantage of direct flights between Nairobi and Kinshasa by Kenya's national carrier to explore business opportunities in Democratic Republic of Congo. Democratic Republic of Congo is seeking $4.3 billion in repatriation payments from neighboring Uganda for its role in the conflict in the country's mineral-rich Ituri province. The International Court of Justice was informed of the developments by lawyers representing Congo. The case was first brought before the court in 1999, and in 2005 the ICJ ruled that Uganda had violated international law by occupying part of Ituri with its own troops and supporting other armed groups in the area during the conflict. It also ruled that the Democratic Republic of Congo had violated international law with an attack on the Ugandan embassy in Kinshasa. The court ordered the African neighbors to negotiate mutual repatriations, but in 2015, the Democratic Republic of Congo returned to the UN court, saying the talks were not progressing. After setting up a commission of experts to help it assess damage amounts, the court is holding hearings on the issue this week. That is Africa Now. For more updates, visit our website at www.tostvnetwork.com. Also follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. I am Adesuwa Asui. Good afternoon.